Hey, y'all, guess who's back? Friday, 70 degrees. First warm day of the year. Got cold on me, so that's why you ain't seen nothing from me. Today, I start pulling the head because I think the head gasket's leaking a little bit. I need to go get my injectors calibrated and make sure I think one of them's clogged. The stock intercooler started leaking. So I got a front mount I'm gonna put on after I get the head back on and everything. Timing belt. What else? Head studs. So we don't lift the head. Maybe turn it up a little bit more after that. We'll see how it goes. So, this part while I'm doing all this like mundane ass work. So I'm just gonna give you guys little clips of it. You get it. So let's get started. Alrighty, here she is in all her glory. We're gonna start by getting the piping out. Intake tube. Oh, I didn't mention, one of the reasons why I'm doing this is because I have a leak back there. As you can see, the soot all over that intercooler pipe that's supposed to be chrome, well, shiny. So, lots of problems are going to be fixed with this. I also have a leaking oil cooler seal. You can't really see it. Yeah, maybe you can tell. Oh. Anyway, it's leaking. So, and it's time for a new filter. And hopefully, she'll hold enough oil now. Well, and hopefully, afterwards I won't lose a quart every 500 miles. Put a new filter on it. Fresh oil, of course, because I'm going to get some coolant in there when I pull the head. But, yeah. Get cracking on that. Okie dokie. Intercooler piping is off. Well, most of it. Intake. Now we work on the actual intake itself. And the intake is off. I didn't mention earlier that I started having some pretty good boost leak issues. Looks like that's one of them. Looks like it was leaking out the intake a little bit. Okay, onto the turbo. Looks like she was pissing out the map sensor too. We'll fix that. Downpipe is loose. Broke one stud. Dropped the nut. It was a bit of a bitch. Anybody want to tell me why, if the turbo flange outlet is that small, why does it matter if you make it bigger? Just a question I'm curious about. Anyway, that's about it for tonight because it done got dark on me and I'm a little bit tired. Tomorrow, if it's not raining, we'll come on back out and get this manifold and turb ski off. Go from there. Okay, night night, y'all. Hey guys, it's the next day. We left off, I just gotten the downpipe loose. Today I've been working on the manifold bolts, the feed and return line, got those loose. Came up here, check this out. Grabbed the turbo. Now I haven't touched these bolts. I'm sure you can hear that. Turbo is loose. I thought it was just a bad gasket, but the turbo's loose. Can you believe that shit? So, another good reason for me taking this apart. Anyway, let's get the turbo off. See you guys in a little bit. Okay, the turbo ski off of the car. What's next? Injector lines, injectors. I'm gonna save dropping the water for last. Okay, see you in a little bit. Alright guys, injectors are out. They pretty nasty. Number 4 was the worst. We'll see how I take them apart and see if they flow. I'll ask Jared about them. See if I need to replace them. Alright, on to the next thing. Timing belt. Drain the water. I'll be back. Everything's loose. I'll just take these head bolts loose and see if my crippled ass can lift it up off of there. We'll be back to let you know how that goes. Well, got everything cleaned up, laid out somewhat in an organized fashion. First order of business is the injectors. I gotta see what's up with that. Then the head, gotta decide whether I want to take it apart myself or Just pay a machine shop to do it, and then clean everything up. And at some point, put our ass back together. Anyway, we'll come back once I'm doing something else that's interesting. Alright, I have not filmed any of this because I just got in the zone. I wanted to crank her ass out, but we gasket matched and slightly ported the intake, the exhaust manifold, turbo flange outlet. I also cleaned the vanes in there because it was a little sticky and she was pretty grody. Cleaned her all up. I've got the lifters out of the head and the cam out of the head because it's at the machine shop. When it gets back, I will gasket match that as well. But now, I'm going out to the car to pull the pistons out. Alright. Because, oh yeah, you can see it on camera. So you can't feel these ridges. You can't feel those marks. But this cylinder is definitely washed because I had a leaking injector. That cylinder looks a little rough too. And we're gonna clean them all. Depending on the condition of the pistons themselves, I may toss a new set of pistons in as well. So we'll see in a little while. I'm gonna get her jacked up, get the Earl pan off. I gotta take all the pulleys off too, dang it. Alright, I guess I'll get it all taken apart and maybe film a little bit while I'm actually popping the pistons up out of the block. We'll see. Oh yeah, hey guys. I had a little bit of time yesterday, so I pulled the pistons out of the block because my buddy told me to take a second look at the walls. And after I did, I felt like I needed to pull them out. It was a good thing I did because although they aren't trashed, they didn't have much life left. The ones with all the wear are on the rod side of the crank, and the ones with less wear were in the caps. Which makes sense, but it's time for some new bearings. And the springs are so worn out that I broke a couple of them coming out of the block. So, solid decision. I'm going to try to find an oil pump too. And hopefully this weekend we'll get her all back together. Anyway, I'll let you know if I find anything else interesting. Whew. I almost forgot I was making a YouTube video. That's 3 holes, nickel ball honed. I'll go for number 4. I'll clean off the surface of the, what's the right word, deck. We'll clean off the deck, the block, clear out the holes, start putting the pistons back together. Let's see if I can find a place to put the camera for y'all. There we go. Yeah, you can see it. Sure. Alexa, start a timer for 30 seconds.
30 seconds, starting now.
Let's go. Alexa, turn off. I reckon that'll probably about do it for that part. Get in the hole. Yeah. Oh, God, hand stuck. Good enough. Good enough. All right. She about clean as she gonna get. Let's go put the pistons together. Right, so we left off yesterday. I had Just finished honing out the pistons with the little dangle. Came over here to clean out my pistons. Got through 4, 3, 2, 1. Not too bad. We'll show you what I found on 432. Sorry, got through 432. Not too bad. And then I pulled up number 1. Looking at the scuffs on it, seeing how bad it was. Yeah, looks alright. Go to start cleaning out the fin grooves. Bam! Found a broken ringland. So I guess I'm in it for a set of pistons. Got to talking to somebody who's going to send me a set of ALH pistons, which apparently are a little stronger anyway. So whenever those get here, we'll get back to putting the bottom end back together. Until then, I have the head back from the machine shop. We took about 20 thou off the head, if that. Took the valves down to match so that they protruded the same. Looks nice. Don't worry about that stuff inside the fire ring. That's just cosmetic. Where we're at now is that I have a shitload of cutting to do to match these gaskets in the intake. So, I guess we're going to mark them up, pull the studs, and get started. I might give you some time lapse or something. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, here I go. These are the exhaust ports, not the intake, but I still have a whole lot of cutting to do to match those up to the manifold, because the manifold pretty much matches this gasket. So, let's see. And it goes in down there. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it. Yeah, if you look from this perspective. So I need to cut all the way down in there. So, we got some work to do. Ain't nothing to but to do it though. Pull these valves out and mark her up and get started. Well, oh dang it. Big difference. I'll polish it up with a little bit with a little sanding disc or drum, whatever. And move after I get all the rest done. I ain't going to time lapse the rest of them because that's gonna burn up a lot of memory and all that good stuff, and you get the gist. So I'll pop back with you when she's all trimmed out. Alright, let me crack that nice open. And just like that, with a little bit of movie magic, she's ready for valve seals and a little lapping action. And with a little movie magic, the valves are all clean and lapped. Tomorrow I'll come back out here and put the valve seals in and put the valves in. Head should be pretty much ready. Throw the cam back on it. Anyways, catch y'all in the morning. Okay, got the correct valve stem seals. Let's put our ass together finally, 5 days later. Amazing how well parts go in when it's the right ones. Let's put some valves in our ass. Oh, hey, I almost forgot to tell y'all. Got the valve springs in, lifters in, lubed up. About to put the cam down now. Should be ready in just a little bit. Also, that's one of them, but I got the other 3 pistons. And that box right yonder. After we done bolting this cam together, and I'll set the valve cover on it so it don't get dust in it, and we'll move on to ringing the putting new rings on the on these bad boys and putting them on the rods, and we can start putting our ass together. Ain't that exciting? 2 weeks later, dadgummit. All right, here we go. Okay. Head is together. She down there chilling. I got rings on 2 pistons. Take me a little break and do the other 2. Oh, there they are down there. And then we'll put the rods on and all that good stuff. So yeah, one step at a time. All right, heads together, cams torqued. Edges deburred on the pistons, new rings, rods switched over. Guess we start putting her back together tomorrow. Yeehaw. Yeah. Alright guys, the time has come. Start putting Judy back together. I was hoping, kind of trying to hold out for a little bit warmer weather, but looks like that's not coming to the end of the week, and I just don't want to wait that long. So it's probably about 42-ish out there right now. Not real sunny, so probably gonna get cold. Gonna have to come in, warm up, go back out, do a little more. But I got my pistons loaded up in my little move 'em around box here. New bearings, new rod bolts. I got a Juggarotello over yonder. Oh yeah, wait. Way down in this box right here. That bad boy, we gonna need that. Put that down in there. Where are you at? Oh, there it is. That guy goes with the compressor. And we'll take BFH out there. I'm not gonna swing it like a madman, but I'll use the butt of it to knock the pistons down in. Anyway, let's get to it. Alright, ladies and gents. It is time. I'm gonna pop some fresh bearings on the piston side of these rods. Start knocking her in. Looks like 1 and 4 are the ones that are down, so that's where we gonna start. I reckon I'll give y'all a little time lapse. Okay, so cut you guys off because I had a slight mishap, but I averted that crisis. Pistons are in the holes now. Went and got my fancy digital torque wrench. So yeah, we're gonna go tighten them bolts down. Totally just remembered that I set my phone down here so that I could get some clips of me torquing them bad boys. But I forgot. These torqued and torqued to yielded, and I spun it around several times and it feels nice and smooth. I guess oil pump is next. I need to go check the clearance on it, decide whether I want to use the old one or the new one I bought. So, moving on. Okay. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oil pump's in, torque down. Rod bolts are torqued. Let me get back up. Bottom end is set to TDC. I do still have to take the oil cooler off. Do the seal in that. This guy right around here, they get hard and they start leaking. And I know it was leaking, at least a little bit, and it's only a matter of time until it fails and just dumps all my oil going down the highway. And all this work I did might end up being for naught, because I might just blow her ass up. A little harder to tell when you don't have oil pressure on the diesel, because it makes a whole lot of noise already. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do to finish up the day is go ahead and put the ARP studs in the head, in the block, and set the head down on there. Maybe torque her, put a cover on her, and tomorrow I'll come out and work on the, I do need to put a thermostat in it too, so I'll do the thermostat and the oil cooler seal, and we can go from there. I'll give y'all a couple little clips after I put the studs in and then get the head set down and all that jazz. So here we go. Shoot, almost forgot to bring y'all back in again. As you can see, the studs are in the block now. Gonna hit y'all with the old time lapse, drop the gasket on, and drop the head on, torque her ass down. All right, let's go. Okay, nuts are down and tight. We gonna torque them. Sorry about that glare in the time lapse. Probably the second half of the time lapse. Got dark on me, brought the light out here. I didn't realize it was glaring. So, moving on. Time to torque her ass. 3 equal steps to 125 pound-feet. Here we go. Three equal steps to 125 pound-feet. 41.6-ish. I'll do 42. Yeah, I'll be good with that. Let's go. $42 times 2 is 84. All right. 125 pound-feet, and hopefully we don't pull no threads out of the block. Really, you won't go up to 100? Is that you, Dad?
Yeah.
Could I borrow your torque wrench?
What happened to yours?
Mine only goes up to 100 pound-feet apparently.
Oh.
Alright, get the big dog. Ye old Pittsburgh. Alright, shit's about to get real right here. Let's see if I can break my extension. There's two down. Yeah. I'm on the old torque wrench, and I would call that a solid stopping point for today. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Alright, see y'all tomorrow. Hey guys, back again. Wouldn't you know? Anyway, timing belt's on. I got to torque the cam bolt and the little roller right there, but I done spun her around twice and she lines back up, so we're good to go on that. I'm gonna get the exhaust studs in and the manifold and turb ski on so that I can crawl up underneath there and hook up the return line before I put it back down on the ground, because that's gonna make it a little bit easier to do everything on the top. So anyway, moving on. Okay, ladies and gents, it's Thursday. Beautiful, about 60. I did not get the studs or turb ski on yesterday. What I instead did was get all the belts and everything on and tightened up and all that good stuff so that I could just swing over here and put some studs in and get the turb ski on, so that, like I said, while it's still up, I can hook up the return line, set her back down, and get the rest done. So let's get into it. I'll give you updates as we go. Okay, turb ski bolted to manifold. There are one. Let's go slap that sucker on. And with a little movie magic, turb ski is bolted on, downpipe is tight, return line is tight. Got some fresh copper nuts all up in her business. Yes, sir. Let's get that intake manifold on. Yeah, sprinkle on a little bit more movie magic. Intake manifolds on. Yes, sir. Yeah. EGT probe in. I guess you can't see them all that well, but hold on. Hold on. There we go. I just wanted to put this in the video because those copper nuts just look so nice. Anyway, what's next? Water outlets. Yeah, we'll work on them next. Okay, back in a few. And to wrap it up for tonight, injectors and glow plugs are in with these fancy red return lines I got off the interwebs. Water outlets are on, that hose is on. Bulkhead connector brackets bolted down. By the way, anybody out there sees this, if you have an extra Mark III bulkhead just laying around, this one was broken when I got the car, so hit me up in the comments. I'll buy it from you. And tomorrow, button the rest of the way up. Fire her ass up. Anyway, night, y'all. Oh, hey guys. I almost forgot you were here. Came out and got started and everything. It's a beautiful morning. I just came out here and put the valve cover gasket on. Hooked up the oil feed line. I'm gonna put a little PVC breather hose that goes up here on and then commence with the rest of the hosing and piping. So it'll only be a second for you, but it'll be a little while for me. Next time you see this, all the hoses and tubing will be connected. Well, friends, as you can see, all the tubing is connected. I've double checked to make sure everything was hooked up, plugged in, clamps tight, all that good stuff. So it is time. We're gonna pour some oil and some water in this bad boy. Bleed out them injector lines there. And we'll see if she comes to life. Anyway, I'll put y'all up on this three-legged phone holding apparatus here. Go get some oil and some antifreeze. Alright, let's pour some water in it. See if it leaks anywhere. Okay guys, water's in, oil is in. It's about that time. See if she cranks. I'm gonna need all of you, all of you. Go ahead, cross your fingers, toes, legs, eyes, everything. Just in hopes she don't make no click clack bing bang breaking things when I first crank her, and that stuff starts spurting up out of these lines here. And if all that goes according to plan, we tighten them bad boys up and she should fire up. Oh no, let's see. Here we go. I'm gonna put y'all back on the apparatus here. Alright, you guys, here goes nothing. Get a little cranking action. And their fuel is probably going to start squirting out of those lines up by the red thing. Up by those red vacuum looking lines. Mm-hmm. So, but that's okay, because I need to bleed the air out of those lines. Contact. Fuel coming out of those
fuel
lines
starting
yet?
to ooze out of the first one on the driver's side, on the top.
Battery's a little weak.
And now the second one.
Let me know when it gets to 3 and 4.
A lot of fuel dripping out.
Which ones?
And something smoking over here.
Probably.
Something not plugged in right here.
Yeah, I know that.
There's smoke coming out right here.
Probably started getting warm because it's got fluids and stuff on it. So you got.
These three are oozing. This one here,
Not yet.
Not so much. Well, it's a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna snug those two up. You getting some out of this one too?
Yeah, well, that was the first one to go.
Alright, let's do it again. Sounds good at cranking. Battery needs a charge. Battery's weak. Alright guys, it's charged up a little bit. 2 of the lines have fuel coming. We'll crank her over a little bit more. See if we can get the rest of them to bleed. Alright guys, we're back. Battery's been charging for about an hour. See if she got enough balls to crank her over fast enough to get these lines bled out. Throw my gloves back on real quick. Line should still be loose. Yep. Crank it till she spits up out of there a little bit. I topped off the oil. It did go down a quart, which means it filled up the oil filter, which means the oil pump is moving oil. So, here we go. Oh, damn. Didn't expect that. She wants to run. She wants to live. Tighten down another line. Crank her a little more.
You're leaking some fuel pretty good.
Is all the way on the fort?
This one was spraying.
Okay, good. Good. Tighten that one down and she'll fire on all four. She's gonna smoke and cough and do diesel things. Alright, here goes. A whole lot of nothing. See if she lights off on all four of them holes. Let's go. Contact. Yeah. Live. Woo! Yeah, fuck good, too. Yeah, boy. Pouring out the bottom. Hell yeah. Woo! Well, there you have it, y'all. She's alive again. She's a runner. Just got back from driving around a little bit. I think that either I got an N75 valve issue or that intercooler that I know is leaking is causing a pretty good boost leak, because she builds boost but she does it slowly, so that's gonna be something I get into tomorrow. Yeah, intercooler and the piping, that's gonna come a little bit later on because this video got kind of long. And I gotta give you something to look forward to, so we're gonna end it here. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe button right here somewhere. Maybe leave a comment. Helps the algorithm and all that good stuff. It don't cost you nothing. It don't hurt you. Just saying. You can help a fella out. Anyway. See you on the next one where we put some shiny race car bits on it. Catch you on the flip side.